My name is Chinyere Oguala, a supply chain practitioner and presently the Brewery Manager of Nigerian Breweries PLC, Ota, in Ogun State. I remember it like yesterday in 2001 when I saw an advert, right, from Nigerian Breweries, and I applied just like every other person. And I was shortlisted. I took the test and various stages of oral interview, and then at the end of the exercise, I was successful. And then I was one of the Shift Brewers that were employed by Nigerian Breweries. And I got posted to one of our plants in Enugu State. My experience as a woman working in the brewing industry has been one of growth, both personally and professionally, alongside my transformation, in my leadership journey. Every growth comes with discomfort, right? Growth makes you move away from your comfort zone. So I remember in the earlier days of my career where I move a lot, right? Every 2-3 years, I get transferred to another locations. So what this does is to disrupt relationships that are burdened, right? And they get disrupted because I'm moving to a new location. But along the way, I think I have developed the mindset of adaptability. I'm always open to change, right? Because I know it's going to happen. It will happen. And when it happens, I am ready for the change. I see myself, looking for context, any new role, any new environment I find myself. I immediately try to understand the context in that environment to enable me make meaning, from there. And then this leads me to looking for opportunities, pain points to solve, and look for quick wins, right? Because I know I don't have a lot of time in that space. Another mindset that I also developed as a result of this is the legacy mindset, legacy and impact, right? So any role, any job I find myself, I try to leave my footprint. For what impact am I, leaving behind? I try to constantly evaluate how I show up, right, in the workplace. Am I leading with the right level of empathy? Am I creating the right, psychological space, psychological safety for my team, for people to feel inclusive, for people to feel respected and their voices heard? So these are the leadership questions that go through my mind, right, as I navigate the workplace. One of the highlights for me was in 2015 when I was appointed as a head grower, right, and I was sent to our plants in Enugu. It was newly acquired. We were part of the team, the only female member of the team, right, that we are sent to that plant to integrate the team and then to drive performance in the team. I was happy that we were able to shape the culture of that brewery, improve performance, and for the first time, the plant was able to deliver 1 million hectoliter on one line. And then the next year, we have a regional award, the Africa and Middle East Supply Chain Regional Award. And I was part of the team that delivered that performance. It's evergreen in my mind whenever I remember it. As a lady in Nigerian breweries and supply chain in particular, have I faced biases and stereotypes? I would say yes. And the first question people ask me when I introduce myself and what I do is, do you drink beer? And you see the surprise in their face when I tell them, I make beer and I drink beer. Right, so this provides an opportunity for me, right, to educate, to enlighten the audience about this incredible product, beer, right, and what it offers. Right, this is a product that is over 95% water with grains and other ingredients, right, that is healthy and is enjoyed by both male and female. So our rich portfolio, right, offers diverse proposition for both male and female. And this is a story I keep. It's like a daily, conversation I have with people. People are still surprised that a woman can work in the brewery and drinks beer. As a woman in Nigerian breweries, my advice to women out there looking for a career opportunity is to have clarity on your ambition and then put milestones behind it. What do I want to be in the next 3 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? Now, the second is to be intentional about the capabilities, right, required to achieve that ambition. And what competencies, what skills do I need to develop, to prepare me for my ambition, for my career? So here, a growth mindset comes in, right? Because it has been proven that virtually every skill, both hard and soft, can be learned and can be trained for. So you have to be a lifelong learner. And then along the line, in your leadership development, you pick coaches and mentors, right, to support you on that journey. Yeah, so for me, for example, I remember in 2020, just at the peak of COVID, right, when I found myself, all my direct reports were Gen Zs, right, and how to connect, how to work with them. And the business supported me with training. I had to go for a training, right, how to manage this Gen Zs in the workforce, right? And when I came back from that training, it was very enlightening, and it has propelled my career. Because today, for 60% of the workforce is this generation, and you need to develop competencies, capabilities on how to work with them. Other initiatives, right, in Nigerian breweries, for example, is the Women in STEM, Women in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Maths, right? So this is a pathway, again, for women that have studied these disciplines, right, to have a career in Nigerian breweries, especially in supply chain. And to also make, the workplace very attractive for women, right? Nigerian breweries has also increased the maternity leave, right, from 12 to 16 weeks. Yeah, so what this does is to create adequate bonding, between baby and mother before they return back to work. And this is also in addition to the crèche and the lactation rooms, we have provided across all our locations for young and nursing mother. All these are geared toward creating a rich experience, for women, looking for a career. If you're a lady, Nigerian breweries is a place to be. Please come on board.